Ladies and gentlemen, this is Daily Post Africa, and today we come to you with exciting news. Just a few weeks after a failed coup attempt on our dear beloved leader Captain Ibrahim Traoré, North Korea has deployed 700 troops to help us protect Captain Ibrahim Traoré. These 700 troops add on to some 500 troops that were sent by Russia and China immediately after the failed Western attempt. We are not alone in this fight. There are people like us who are equally fighting for their freedom and are now falling behind us, giving us the much-awaited support. As winds of change continue to sweep across West Africa, with Captain Ibrahim Traoré at the epicenter, the move has sent shockwaves through diplomatic circles. The landlocked nation has forged an unprecedented partnership with North Korea, marking the third major global power after Russia and China to strengthen ties with Ouagadougou. This isn't merely a diplomatic handshake, it's a calculated rebellion against decades of Western dominance. While Western powers wring their hands over this unlikely pairing, Traoré sees a golden opportunity. North Korea offers Burkina Faso something the West never could: military hardware without political sermons, economic cooperation without humiliating conditions. For Pyongyang, this represents a strategic masterstroke, a chance to break its international isolation while gaining a foothold in resource-rich Africa. But to the freedom-thirsty African people, it is much more than a corporation. It is an attempt at successful breakthrough from slavery. History teaches us that our predecessors like Patrice Lumumba, Thomas Sankara, and Colonel Muammar Gaddafi were easily isolated and eliminated because they executed their ideas and passion in isolation without backing. Captain Ibrahim Traoré is not taking any chances and making similar mistakes. He is building a network of supporters both locally, regionally, and internationally. Locally, he has awakened the youth of Burkina Faso to fight for true freedom. Regionally, he has won the support of African youth with his inspirational style of leadership and has also built the alliance of Sahel states. 3 countries are fighting for a common goal, and he has not stopped here. He has and continues to build foreign support, forging alliances with Russia, Turkey, Iran, China, and now North Korea. For fear of a balance of power, a fight between this alliance and the West will see a third world war, not just an assassination attempt on Captain Ibrahim Traoré. Now, let's focus more on the partnership with North Korea. Where does the core lie? The partnership's core lies in military exchange. Burkina Faso gains access to North Korea's formidable arsenal, from precision artillery to cyber warfare capabilities, critical tools in its fight against regional insurgents. In return, Pyongyang receives hard currency and a testing ground for its military technology. But the implications run deeper. Every North Korean bullet that reaches Burkinabe soil represents another crack in the Western-led sanctions regime. European and American diplomats are scrambling to contain the fallout. Their greatest fear isn't just about Burkina Faso, it's the potential domino effect. If Traoré succeeds in combining North Korean arms with Russian training and Chinese infrastructure investment, he creates a blueprint other African nations might follow. Mali and Niger are already watching closely, having taken similar anti-Western stances in recent years. This alliance symbolizes a broader awakening across Africa. No longer a continent to play the role of perpetual aid recipient, nations like Burkina Faso are asserting their right to choose partners based on practical needs rather than ideological alignment. Traoré's message resonates across the continent. Sovereignty means the freedom to negotiate with any nation that respects your terms. The Burkina-North Korea partnership represents more than bilateral cooperation. It's a fundamental challenge to the post-Cold War world order. By bringing Pyongyang into Africa's security architecture, Traoré has effectively expanded the multipolar world's boundaries. The move sends a clear signal to traditional powers. Africa is no longer a continent to be a pawn in great power politics, but an active shaper of its own destiny. As Western nations debate their response, Burkina Faso is moving swiftly to capitalize on its new alliances. Military analysts report increased arms shipments, while economic teams work to integrate North Korean technical expertise with existing Russian and Chinese projects. The ultimate test will come on the battlefield. If Traoré's forces can turn these new resources into tangible security gains, the geopolitical landscape of West Africa may be transformed permanently. This bold gambit proves one undeniable truth. In today's multipolar world, even the most sanctioned nations can become kingmakers when they find common cause with those equally disillusioned by the established order. Burkina Faso and North Korea have just written a new playbook for 21st century diplomacy, one based on pragmatic interests rather than ideological alignment. The question now is, who will follow their lead? Leave us a comment in the comment section below, telling us what you make of this new alliance. And remember to like and share this video. Motivate us even more by subscribing or giving us a super thanks. It's not a requirement, but if you did, it would be much appreciated. Thanks for watching till we meet again.